All right, what would you say your biggest obstacle of adversity is that you face professionally?
The biggest obstacle I've ever faced. It actually happened a few months ago, man. It was pretty bad, in my opinion, but the recovery was epic. So what happened is, at the end of our regular season here at Independence 2025-26 season, I actually had the last scout, and I think we won the game. I think we did win. And I was on my other assignment, and I came, and was it Northwest Tech? That was my scout throughout the year, and I didn't really pay attention to that, which was my fault. Bad. So what happened was, man, at the end, we actually played them the first round. We hosted them first time in years we've hosted. So, and I remember Coach Dennis like, "Hey," I was walking to the office. He was like, "Hey, so did you put the scouting report on?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't." And we actually had a game within 48 hours, and I didn't do the scouting report. I was like, "Oh my god, crash, burn, whatever you want to say." And so he's like, "Oh, I got it." Man, I felt about. I'm 6'7", but I felt about that big. But it set me up for this. What people didn't know is around that time I was on a fast. And typically when I go on a fast, I go for a couple reasons. This one time, I wanted something from God. And I fasted like 4 days. Now, I know plenty fast. Like, I give up social media for hours. Nah, your boy didn't eat. Only water. That's all it was. And what happened is, man, it was presented, I recovered, but I stayed up that night. And it was a guy I was looking for him for days, and I didn't see him, man. He told me he was going to do something for me. I called him, hadn't heard from him. High value guy, integral guy. And I was in the office working, trying to finish that scouting report. Here's the thing about it, man. He came in just talking my head off, like, say, man, first of all, I'm tired, and I got this stuff to do. But one thing he told me, he said, man, look, he said, I had a vision. I said, okay, what does that mean? He said, I see you as a head coach. I'm like, hold on now. That's something big right there. But what it showed me was I could recover. I had one of the best scouting reports I've had in a while. I was very detailed. I recovered. I stayed up that night to the morning, I believe. And I made sure every player had a printed copy. Every coach had a printed copy how to beat them. Now, we didn't, but it wasn't because of the scouting report. But it showed me a few things that I could share. Number one, not all mistakes are fatal. You can recover. In your deepest hour, you can get a good revelation. And it also shows me how to recover and focus on the main thing. The main thing was not that I messed up. It was not. It felt that way in my mind at the time, but it was not. The biggest thing I learned was you can recover, you can add value, and you can contribute to winning in life. God bless.